Today I'm going to be reviewing the Archaeology Study Bible. This is from Crossway and it's in the ESV, English Standard Version. I'm going to be showing you the True Tone Brown Walnut Portfolio design today. I believe it also comes in a hardcover as well. And it says, explore the ancient world behind the living word. The ESV Archaeology Study Bible roots the biblical text in its historical and cultural context, offering readers a framework for better understanding the people, places, and events recorded in Scripture. With editorial oversight from Dr. John Currid, who is a PhD in the University of Chicago, and Dr. David Chapman, PhD, University of Cambridge, as well as contributions from a team of field-trained archaeologists, the Archaeology Study Bible assembles a range of modern scholarship, helping readers recognize the truth that the eternal God became flesh and entered human history at a specific time and in a specific place. So some features you're going to see in this are 2,000 study notes, 700 plus full-color maps and photos, 200 plus sidebars, ancient text chart, 4 timelines, 15 articles, book introductions, a 9-point type for the Bible text, and an 8-point type for study notes. It's double column layout, paragraph format. It's going to include cross-references, footnotes. It's Smithsonian, and it has a black letter text. All right, so here is the Bible. It's a thicker one, definitely a study Bible. Not the biggest that I have, but it is thicker. I like this cover with the different tones of brown on it. On our spine, we're going to see ESV, Archaeology Study Bible, English Standard Version, and Crossway. We're going to get perimeter stitching as well as some stitching in the places where it separates the different colors on the cover. And the back is all one color. And then we have gold page gilding. I have one ribbon marker. I thought there was another one. Maybe I didn't untuck it, but right now I'm only seeing one ribbon marker. Yeah, there's only one. I only see one in the top there. We're going to have a paste down liner. Presentation page. And then table of contents. An introduction to the ESV Archaeology Study Bible. Now this Bible was out before. I believe they added some articles and some different things to it, but this Bible was out before. I know my husband had it when he was younger. I don't know if he still, I think he still has the old copy somewhere. I'm gonna have to look and see if I can compare them at some point if he still has it. But I know he liked this one when he had it before. But I'm not familiar with the older version. Okay, we have biographical sketches of some of our contributors. Then we have a list of contributors, a preface, pages are going to stick slightly when you first get it because this does have some color in it, so that usually makes the pages stick a little more, but they are very easy to separate. As you can see, I've been doing it with one hand. All right, so we have an article here, What is Archaeology? The 10 most significant discoveries in the field of biblical archaeology. Background to the Old Testament. This is a reference guide to the texts that are mentioned in the notes. Daily life in Israel in Old Testament times. I'm really excited to read these articles. I read through a little bit, but I haven't gotten to read them all yet, so I'm excited to do that. The economy of ancient Palestine. This is the Hebrew calendar compared to the Gregorian, which is our modern calendar. So there's already a lot in here, and I haven't even gotten to scriptures yet. Okay, an Old Testament timeline, and then we have reached the Old Testament. So every book is going to have an introduction. They're going to have theme and authorship, contributions from archaeology. Includes an outline. This is a map of the Near East at the time of Genesis. And then we get into our text. This is the scripture up here. It's double column layout. You can see there's a lot of notes here. So these are our study notes separated with a line from the scripture, and then there's also articles throughout as well. This article is called Ancient Near Eastern Creation Accounts. We're going to get some full color maps. This one, the Garden of Eden. So very easy to read scripture. The notes are a little bit smaller, but they're still not terribly hard on my eyes either. And I'm liking all the different charts and colors that I've seen throughout so far. This is genealogies showing age at fatherhood and age at death. Excuse my page turning. It will, I promise, like, it's not that hard. It's just that I'm doing it with one hand, so sometimes it's a little crazy, and these full color images are going to make it stick just a little bit more, but they're very easy to separate. All right, so this one's Ancient Near Eastern Flood Accounts. They have full color photos here. That's always a nice touch. I'm going to skip around a little bit, but I wanted to show you some of these images here. So if you're interested in like culture and archaeology, this is a really great study option. I love the visuals throughout. The maps are always helpful. Having these study notes in it is great. So it's a lot to unpack. It's a Bible that you could definitely spend a lot of time in reading and studying and just lose track of time, and I love that about it. So let's go ahead and jump into the New Testament. Back a bit here yet. Okay, so you can see this is a black letter text. This is showing the Garden of Gethsemane here. Also a map of the Last Supper, like the area that it was in. Let's go ahead and see what we have at the end of the Bible now that you've seen pretty much what the layout looks like. There's a lot in here. It's too much for me to go through in one video. If you have any questions about any particular book or feature, always feel free to post that in the comments, because some of these Bibles, especially one, the study Bibles and ones like this, I can't go through everything because it's just, you would be here all day and no one wants to watch a, 12-hour long video. But I'm always happy to answer questions if you have specific questions. All right, so if we go to the end of the Bible here, there's also going to be some additional features at the end. All right, well, I'm not going to try to turn that right now. Well, maybe I will. There it is. All right, articles and resources back here. So this article is Doing Archaeology, and it gives you the author to every article as well if you wanted to look up more about them. Okay, and then we have archaeology as an academic discipline. So you can see the pages are sticking because of the color. They, like I said, they come apart really easily. Expository preaching and archaeology. Archaeological dating. Biblical geography and archaeology. Inscriptions, coins. I'm not going to try to read the other word. Well, maybe I will. I keep saying that, and then I do it anyway. Papyri, I don't know. Please forgive me. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce some of these things. I read and study the Bible a lot, but obviously I didn't go to seminary, so I don't know all the terms and different things. I have to look things up sometimes, and that's okay. A short history of archaeology in the Near East, and then we're going to have a glossary. I think this is the concordance. Yeah, so there's a glossary and there's an index of the sidebars as well. I don't want to forget to mention that. So if you're looking for anything in particular, it gives you the title and page number for the sidebars. And then we're going to have our concordance. Right, let's see if I missed anything here. A couple things. All right, we're going to get a table of weights and measures if I can ever get to the page. There it is. Table of weights and measures of the kings of Israel and Judah and like the years they reigned, which is super helpful because sometimes I get really bogged down by that when I'm reading those books, is who was king when and what did he do and where was he from, etc. A timeline of biblical history. This is the publishing team that made this Bible, and then we're going to have our maps. And then we are going to be at the end of the Bible. So if you enjoy history and archaeology and the culture of the time that the people were living in that you're reading about in the Bible, this would be a really great study option. It has notes, it has full color images, it has maps, it has book introductions, scriptures in a decent sized font at 9-point with 8-point notes. It's about what you typically see in a study Bible. It's pretty heavy and thick, but it's not the biggest study Bible I own. So if you really wanted to carry it with you, of course, get yourself the right size case and you could do that. I plan on using this to first, I'll use it for many things, but I plan to first use it to study through the book of Acts. And I recently reviewed this book, Saved, Experiencing the Promise of the Book of Acts. I'm going to go through the book of Acts with this Bible. I may use some other Bibles as well because I like to compare translations, but I think this will be a really great study option for me to use to do a deeper dive of the book of Acts, and then I'll probably go on and do some other books as well. But this is a super great option, would make a great gift. Like I said, I believe this is the second edition of this particular Bible, but I think they updated it and added a couple different articles and things to it. If I find out exactly what that is, I will come back and let you know. If I find my husband's copy, I know he had a copy of this before. If I find that, I can come on and do a comparison at some point if you're interested in that. So I will look for that and hopefully be able to do that at some point. But this is the ESV Archaeology Study Bible from Crossway. Super great option for a study Bible if you're looking to dig deep into archaeology and culture and time of the people who were living in the Bible times.